Hello again, folks. It's Barry with Barry's 8-Track and Classic Car Radio Repair, and today's demonstration is going to be on a unit sent in by my friends at Art and Speed Classic Cars. I love the name of that company. That's got to be a cool place to take your car to. Art and Speed Classic Cars in Collierville, Tennessee. This is out of a 1976 Cadillac Eldorado. It has been sent in for a modern internal conversion with Bluetooth. So let's go ahead and fire it up, make sure everything works. Got it set to an FM station at the moment.
People are very
so we'll just run her down the dial, make sure we pick up a few stations here.
Selves. Molly Stevens wrote another good.
And get your daily dose of fan.
1999 from csnradio.com.
Clients, you back. That science has proved that
Cape Sorry, you hear him say on the air, there's
Masters of Victoria's Life.
okay. I needed some.
It's 20 so far.
Studio low-cost coverage.
Only $9.99.
Might as well keep it friend.
1-800-9
Ways, but no one can love you.
And you don't have to say.
Wait. Now, no, we sit and look at and party all night.
Okay. That's about 34 stations coming in clearly. I'm getting better all the time here. Okay, I'll switch to my AM antenna, which doesn't have quite as much hum because it's not as close to the power line as the FM antenna. Just pop this in real quick. Make sure we pick up AM stations as well. Flip her over to AM. Should get 3 stations in my area.
Dissected how Kleinsmith.
There's 2. And there's our 3rd one. Okay, so we'll go back to FM just for fun. I just kind of like things being on FM.
Paris is now the...
Okay, now we're going to demonstrate the virtual balance and fader functions. As is often the case, the fader on this radio is bad. They are self-destructive by design. None of them last forever. So now we've got both the left-right balance control and a front-rear fader in this tone control. I'm going to show you how that works right now. We're going to need to switch to our output level meter so we can see the results of our adjustments. Okay, now to activate the virtual, let's get to a little bit more musical activity here. Let's go back to my good at FM antenna and get something with a lot of liveliness. This is best demonstrated with livelier music, so. Okay, that's pretty lively. Close enough. Okay, activate the front rear fader. We need to give our tone control 2 turns to the right, like that. So the first thing I'm going to do is rotate this control to the center position so we've got room to turn it clockwise. I'm going to turn it twice clockwise. We should hear a female voice saying fader adjust. So let's try that.
Fader adjust.
Fader adjust. Okay, so now the same control is adjusting the front rear speaker balance. You can adjust it as long as you want, and when you stop adjusting it, it'll wait about 2 seconds, and then
Fader set.
Fader set. That means this setting has been saved, and you can now return the tone control to where you like it to sound the best, which for most people is all the way up. Okay, let's activate the left-right balance control. Same procedure, except we turn this tone control twice to the left. So here we go.
Balance adjust.
Balance adjust. Okay. So now this control is adjusting our left-right balance. All the way left. All the way right. Left. Right. Okay, I'm going to center the speakers. Take my hand off.
Balance. Balance set.
Balance set. Okay, so that's how that's handled. Okay, let's activate the Bluetooth and put it into pairing mode. We do that by giving our volume control 2 turns to the right. On this radio, it just takes a gentle twist. On some radios, you got to pretty much crank it all the way up and down. But on this particular radio, just a gentle twist is all it takes. Two gentle twists of the volume control.
Bluetooth ready to pair.
Okay, Bluetooth ready to pair. So the unit is now trying to pair with a portable audio device, which of course, as you know, I never take the time to do all that. I just make sure that it works. If it goes into pairing mode, we know that the Bluetooth function will work. After 90 seconds, the lady will come back on saying pairing not completed. So while we're waiting for all that stuff, let's pop an 8-track tape in here and make sure that we have our 8-track functionality. Here we go. Got some Bonanza guitars. Switch tracks a bunch of times. Got that cool Hammond organ sound. Okay, now the only Cadillac units, not all of them, but some Cadillac units have a pull to eject feature, so you just pull and it spits the tape out for you to grab. Alrighty, let's test the aux input real quick, and then we'll test the 8-track in with a tape you guys are more familiar with, so you can make sure the speed's right. I'm going to feed just an aux tone, make sure the radio switches over. Okay, there's one side. There's the other side with our aux input. Now we've removed the aux input, but the radio is going to still hold on to that aux input just to make sure nothing else is going to come through.
Pairing not completed.
Okay, there's our lady saying pairing not completed. Okay, and there's our radio coming back on after using the aux function. Now that delay, of course, is not there when you pull a tape out. It's only there when you remove your aux input source. So that, I believe, is a complete test of all functions. We can see that the FM stereo light's functioning properly. I did promise a more familiar tape, so we're going to go check out some Anne Murray real quick so that you can check to make sure the speed's correct, since this is more familiar. Okay, let's eject the tape by pulling on the volume control. Okay, that completes the test. Everything's working properly. She's ready to go back to the customer. We can see that the dial light is working properly, so that's all good there too. And we'll just make sure that the dial light comes on when the unit's not on, as long as it's connected to the dash lighting circuit, and it does. So that is a complete test of all the functions. Everything's working. She's ready to go back to the customer. I'm Barry with Barry's 8-track and classic car radio repair, and as you've just seen, I can do an internal conversion, give your unit a lot more output power, give it Bluetooth, USB reader, aux input, who knows what else. My website's in the description below, and my phone number is 928-533-9666. Thanks so much for watching and listening. We'll see you guys next time.